Now, on to stage 5 in touch drive for LaFerrari Aperta event. And yeah, just making use of the trial version of this car, which is 1 star and fully upgraded still since stage 1. This track is possible with touch drive, but I've had 1 or 2 little kind of hitches with it where touch drive kind of can't make use of certain things. But yeah, I'll kind of point those out as I go. But the one main thing is at the start of the race, just make sure not to use your nitro before you get to that hill climb. You can use it a bit, I guess, if you want to knock away AI if they're getting too close. But you need to make sure that by the time you're at that hill climb, you have enough nitro to be able to imperfect onto those ramps. So I'm going to drift out here onto the ramp and imperfect up, and then switch over to the right hand side, which should give us enough of a lead to kind of get out in front of them. Nitro shockwave up to full speed, and then save the rest of that nitro bar for this right ramp again here, and again into the imperfect. Now the AI is a bit of a pain on this. Like I said, I have had them kind of end a run fairly prematurely here, so yeah, if that happens, there's not too much you can really do about it in using touch drive. Just make sure you press left to get this nitro container, because otherwise touch drive takes a really strange route around it to actually avoid that nitro and avoid that ramp at the end of this. It's odd to say it, but it just sends you kind of way too in such a bad route that you can't kind of recover. It doesn't go the way you would expect it to if you hit that barrel roll ramp, basically. Ew. We go. So with 2.5 seconds-ish to spare using that. Now, I did find it where I was trying to lose speed there deliberately when coming down onto that wharf area, because, yeah, sometimes I've had it where on this track, the car can actually kind of go too far forward and actually skid off that wharf area, so you can end up falling into the water. But yeah, just try and grind or drift an extra bit as you're coming down to there, and you should be able to slow the car down enough just be able to nip around that corner and yeah, then go straight on to head towards the finish line. But yeah, I mean, 2.5 seconds to spare, it's quite doable. Like I said, even with the way the car goes around some of those shortcuts and stuff, it really is a bit of a pain. And yeah, this one in particular, if you notice it, if you're coming around here and you don't go for that blue nitro, the car completely arches around. And again, when it's coming down the ramp here, the ramp that's in front, the barrel roll part, I would always hit that and then go up onto the upper path, but that's just not possible with touch drive. There's no command to save to go up there. And yeah, this is where I meant I skidded off there a couple of times with doing this. So you do just want to be careful to try and slow the car down as much as possible, and definitely do not nitro as you're going off that edge, or you are going into the fishes. And yeah, like I say again, it's this race needs to be done 20 times anyway to grind off all those tokens from this, because there's 500 tokens to be had here, so you want to do this a good few times. So don't be too disheartened if you fail at this for the first once or twice. You've got 20 attempts where you're going to be doing this, and each time you're going to be getting yourself those 25 tokens anyway, so there's always something to be had. And yeah, 5.5k credits, that's depending on the level, of course, that the player is. But another blueprint in the bag for LaFerrari. And this being said, yeah, everything over the first 5 days is 100% doable in touch drive. So we've got 23 left to unlock. Please let GameLoft allow it to be possible with touch drive, because that would be really cool if everyone got to enjoy that car and make it a far better kind of end event as well, when they have that final finale, that if everyone had the car, at least then it would allow kind of more competition and definitely kind of fill out the ranks and numbers and stuff, and that would be a lot more enjoyable for all the player base. Why not leave everyone enjoy it? Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling. There's a sub button over my head. I'm gonna be covering each day of these events. There's my indie games up at this side, and there's another video over here, which I'll see what I can do about changing that to be a guide that I've put together for Asphalt 9 Legends. It's a long video, but it's divided up into chapters, which should be pretty good. Okay, guys, I'll leave it at that for now. And yeah, drive safe, happy farming.